Well, speaking of insane, we got another crazy. What? We got another crazy set coming up. The two players on stage are a couple of KC Kings. Yeah, that's alliteration.
Oh,
yeah. But on the left-hand side, you got Keis, the Beast, a OG from KC's olden times. Has been playing this game for a long time. You know, a Wario extraordinaire. He just loves labbing the character, a grinder for sure. Even when he's not, you know, coming to tournaments actively, you know he's always playing the game. He's one of those types that just loves playing the game, loves hammering it home. But he has added a new character to the roster. Not as recent, but, you know, he's been playing this character for a while, but it still is relatively new. He's been playing that Mii Brawler.
Oh, yeah, that is what he used in doubles.
Oh, yeah, and it can bring the sauce for sure. But on the other side, we got Chumples, who is a man of many characters, but I heard that Shulk come out because it's just going to do really well into Keis. Have you ever played Shulk? What are your thoughts about that character?
He's interesting. Like, if you're good at him and like can switch those Monados super crazily, then definitely a really good character.
Oh, yeah. So, for a change, we're not on Pokemon Stadium 2. We're sitting on small battlefield, optimal for 1v1 bouts. A smaller stage with double platforms. Yeah, just going to have a lot of close quarters, high-octane action here. So, I've heard that Shulk and Wario, this matchup, pretty tough for Wario. Kind of similar to my character, Mario. Has a tough time kind of getting in.
Against the sword?
Against the swords, against those disjoints. So you see Chumples just kind of really swinging the sword as much as possible, even if Keis is nowhere near. Because if he even drifts in for a little bit, he could just get caught out by the edge of that blade. Yeah. That's a big forward air there. Chumples gonna close out the edge guard with a reverse up B. He's not ready for the tech, and that's a tough way to start the set, and I think.
Just being able to switch the Monados on command like that.
Oh yeah, it's really good, really good. So yeah, like the Monados just give so many different stat buffs and just stat changes to Shulk that make it very hard to not only combo him, but makes it very hard to understand what he's going for. As you know, he can switch to speed and just start naring you across the stage. He can at last minute go to smash and hit you with a very big haymaker. It's really tough to kind of keep up with Shulk if you're not ready.
I've seen the Smash Art being a double-edged sword a lot as well, though, since it also increases the knockback he takes and can make just random stuff that you would never expect to kill just evaporate him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, each of the Monados is a double-edged sword. You know, they always have their drawbacks. You know, with Buster, you deal more damage, but you also take it. Like you mentioned with Smash, you deal more knockback, but you also take more. With Speed, yeah, you get some speed, but also you gotta give away a little bit of your jump height. It's a little bit more niche, but for sure a drawback nonetheless.
Being able to switch to that shield art, though, and not die to the waft was crazy.
Yeah, we kind of just glanced over it, but that's a big thing in this matchup in particular. If you are not frame perfect with your waft combos, Shulk can just immediately switch over to shield. Honestly, even if you are frame perfect, I believe he can squeeze it out in between the two moves and still just reduce his knockback by a ton and not, you know, get KO'd like most characters would. Yeah. Well, speaking of KO, that F tilt, very big and meaty, sends Shulk packing to the right side of the screen.
That up throw at 0 sending so high because of the Smash Art.
Yeah, luckily, though, still able to combo the up air, though, so Keis just going to continue his game plan. I mean, Keis kind of just slowly but surely took the lead up from under to Chumples here. Oh, that's a big whiff there, that air slash. Not the most consistent move. See Chumples here trying to get the offense going, but puts on the Smash Art, but like you said, that double-edged sword going to have to switch off immediately.
I look away from the percents, and then Shulk has just taken 100 from I don't even know what. Wario's normals must just do a lot of damage, huh?
Yeah, and you know, Keis is never really just hitting Chumples with 1 or 2 moves. He's always stringing together at least 2 or 3. I say that and he just kind of gets a straight air, but it is what it is. You understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. The multiple hitboxes on the Nair, like being able to get hit by multiple from just 1 is insane.
Yeah, it really opens up Wario's combo game, and a lot of his matchups sometimes are just dictated by can you hit them with Nair 1 and 2, or is it just they only get hit by 1 of the Nair hits in the matchup. Ooh, speaking of dictated, that's up there. Was crazy close to taking the game there. Chumples saw the through line, but couldn't capitalize. Now he has to survive the Keis offense. Survive he did not. That back air very powerful and big. Gonna give Keis the early advantage here.
That up air almost got extended by the bike too and just took him out. That would have been unfortunate to say the least.
Yep. All right, so going into game 2 here, obviously Chumples sticking with the Shulk. Like I said, he's a man of many characters, so if he needed to swap, he could, but he's going to stick with the Shulk because, like I said, it's a good matchup, and he was playing it really well. It's just that, you know, Keis kind of came out on top. All right, we're jamming here, going blow for blow, trading it hit for hit. But honestly, Chumples would rather just keep Keis at a distance here.
The Nairs and Fairs keeping Wario out.
Oh, yeah. You can see there, it's just so hard to get out of the corner if you're Wario, because you jump, you get sent to the skies, you dash forward, you get sent right back out. And it's a kind of a catch-22 in some scenarios.
The up air weirdly active.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of moves from Shulk are weird, but yeah, that up air for sure is a big standout in terms of weird moves. Like that little up tilt, the big old uppercut. If Keis is stuck on that platform, that up tilt is just so oppressive. It really makes it hard to jump or get away. And wow, Chumples is going for max damage there, but gonna have to switch over to speed art to hopefully try to drift back to stage. But 3rd time's the charm, that bike just knocked his clock 3 times in a row.
Did get a lot of extra credit though, already in a pretty good position to take this stock.
Yeah, especially with smash art on. That back air could do it, or just like a big forward air off the side. But he's going to play aggressive, but also defensive there, not getting hit at all by smash art's Shulk there.
The smash art's downside is actually like an upside at 0, really, because it makes it a lot harder to combo him.
Oh, yeah, that's a big thing, and very important to keep in mind. I love how Keis plays with this bike. He kind of uses it as a projectile that Wario doesn't have, and I like the attempt at the shield pressure there, but you know, gonna shield the wall if the Chumples gets away with it. Oh my goodness, Keis is just staying on top of Chumples and feinting very well, forcing him to choose an option, and then that's when Keis swings. Because since he's not, you know, over encumbered with a giant sword, you know, Keis Wario, he gets to swing a lot faster.
Yeah.
So if they're ever jumping in the same space and kind of get there at the same time, Wario's going to win out because his moves are going to just come out faster.
Just trying to hold on to this stock with that shield art. I know that all. Oh, there. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, very good sequence there for Chumples. You know, used the shield art to tank the hit, but then immediately got off of it so that, you know, had freedom of movement and just took the stock. Very beautiful stuff.
See how much extra credit he can get this time. Oh, that is insane.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing to see in motion, and the verse hit of that Nair put Keis in a bad scenario, but he just dash attacks out. And now Keis in prime position to take the stock and even up the game here.
Almost took the stock by waiting out the shield art with that bite, too.
Oh yeah, shield art makes you a little bit hesitant to really do anything there. So Chumples is just gonna abandon the thought, goes to Buster so that you put on so much damage here.
Might not even need Smash Art to take the stock at this point.
Yeah. Gonna go to speed art. Oh, but sends out the air slash, puts you in a bad scenario. Oh, but the shield art interrupting the combo and really flipping the scenario on its entire head. And I think it could come down to this final blow here if Chumples can land it. Waft is on deck, so you always have to watch out for that. Wario has that down B that does massive damage when it's fully charged. Yeah.
Barely catches him with the tip of that fair.
Actually, that was fair.
I said fair. I think.
Barely.
Oh.
Yeah, I was making a joke. That's all right. We'll keep it pushing. Anyways, speaking of pushing, we got an even game here. We're gonna just truck on to game 3. These two know exactly what they want to do, and they want to just get right back into the action.
Yeah.
All right, and we're sticking it out with the same matchup, Wario versus Shulk.
Still on small battlefield too, basically just the PS2 of this match.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, and jump art, honestly, allowing Chumples to connect all those up airs there. Jump art, you know, one of the other properties it gives you is that air speed. You get to kind of drift around pretty easily. Pretty nice for that. Okay. Keis fights his way out of the corner like he pretty much has been having to do the entire set. But Chumples just needs to find one neutral win, and he's right back there.
That up tilt's really strong with Smash Art. That's great. Kind of.
Yeah, it's strong and it covers a lot of distance. It's a very powerful move. Very potent.
Also super fast, it looks like.
Okay. Finding the back air there. Gonna follow through here with the Smash Art on deck. This is tough for Keis. He does squeeze his way right by. So slippery.
Wario definitely seems like one of the smaller hurt boxes.
He's very rotund, but he's low to the ground, so he can really just slip by you if you're jumping a little bit too high. Okay. Solid back air, but a little bit stale by now. You know, hitting that back air repeatedly kind of just siphons its power on every, like, consecutive use. So Keis is going to have to find another one if he really wants to take the stock.
First stock taken 2 minutes in, so they're definitely playing super safe so far.
Yeah, these two have been going even Steven here. Welcome to 2 stock, and Chumples is trying to break us with the Buster here. That big old combo does 69%.
The combination of having both Buster and Smash Art at your disposal makes it super easy to get into the kill percent and then super easy to get the kill too.
Yeah, as soon as you mention it, Chumples finds that big ol' up air, and now Keis barely even touched Chumples at second stock. Yeah, I kind of have my writing second stock theory where, you know, even though obviously the last stock of the game is your last stock, it's that second stock that's very important because it just allows your opponent to build up momentum just like that. Find that big old dare off stage, and Chumples in a dominant 2-1 lead.
Does the dare have like a sweet spot to spike? Or does
yeah.
It, okay.
I think it's like at the beginning of the move, it's a spike. At the tail end, it more just sends you out. But honestly, in Smash Art, either one would have just taken the stock there.
Yeah.
All right, things are getting real. So Keis is going to bring it out, bring his A game here for this game forward because it's a win or go to loser's side type of vibe here. Like I mentioned earlier, this is best of 5, so Chumples gets one more game win. he takes a set.
Yeah. Moves up to winner's semis.
I love the bobbing and weaving that Keis is doing here, but it's all for naught because Chumples can kind of just send out that nair if he thinks Keis isn't going to do anything. And
covers all around him.
Exactly, exactly. Okay, big up B there from Chumples to kind of get Keis off of him, but Keis just got to stick on you like an adhesive. You can't really get off. Love the weight there. Keis trying to do a little bit of a reversal here, sending out the fares in the corner here, making sure Chumples can't get out this time.
So active that it just beats any of Shulk's aerials that he tries to throw out.
Yeah, just a little bit too slow to the punch, and it's the big headbutt that's going to take the stock there. Ooh. That's a big string of aerials for Chumples to connect, and now you see he's going to be searching for this stock with this smash art, but a good stall out from Keis. The one downside of the Monados are they have timers, and they tick down, whether you're taking damage or just getting stalled out like that. Ooh, big up B hitbox there for Keis to kind of buy him some breathing room. Going to do the down throw bite combo. It's so beautiful to see in motion. Wow.
Didn't realize down tilt was a kill option with the smash art too, but I guess all of his moves probably are.
Yeah, I mean, the whole venue kind of stunned by that one. I don't think I've ever seen down tilt take off the top like that. All right, big chomp. Another one just to pack on the damage. Chumples sending that 120 with no shield art. A big hit here from Keis is going to take the stock. Another chomp. That's 3 times the charm here, and an
a little bit stale though, or else if it was fresh, it might have just taken the stock right there.
Yeah. It's the give and take you give. You know, you got to hit your opponent, but if you do the same move too often, you know, you lose that potent kill power. Ooh, I like the option there from Keis. You know, saw the shield art, so said I'm gonna up tilt and bite, get that damage. Big chomp, and that's going to take the stock.
Playing super patient at that ledge, though.
Yeah, I know. The big difference between like the games that Keis has lost is that he's actually turned, you know, the tables on Chumples and started to ledge trap him very aggressively and find stocks in those scenarios too. Big invasive play here from Keis, able to avoid the entirety of that smash art, and now just has to play against Shulk without that.
That first, like, just frame of the nair hitting up above him is so weird.
Yeah. Keis is just a bike savant, you know. He's able to put it in perfect positions where he's able to combo off of it. He uses it perfectly as a projectile. You see there, it almost found the ping pong there, but Chumples gonna thank his stars and stripes that he has his stock to play with still.
And Waft is online as well.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they're just going to fall. Keis going to come back down the stock at 0%, but Buster is online, and that damage could be made up in just a second. All right, let's trap scenario. Keis could just find the stock here, but actually gives up a lot of stage there because shield art really doesn't allow him to do much. Oh, doesn't get the tech chase there, just Chumples, but you can see he's swinging the aerials because he knows big damage if he connects any of them. Already kind of matching red percents here. Really down to the wire. Last stock, last hit between these two gamers. Big gamut from Chumples here. Gonna hold center stage and bring out the smash art. This is the last hit of the set, and that forward air takes it. Chumples wins 3-1.
I just realized that I think I was outright wrong when I said Waft was online.
Yeah, it was completely gone. He actually had used it just a moment before, but it put Keis in a very dire scenario because Chumples just kind of had to find the stock before it was gone. So a little tough, a little tough.